So recording live is kind of a crazy thing. This is an idea that came up last night when my husband and I were talking, and I was talking really passionately about change and about how we deal with change and about how there seems to be these stages that we go through, especially when we're making a huge change or a huge transition in our lives, which I have done many, many times. I'm kind of notorious for, deciding to just change my life on a whim. And okay, sorry, I had to get the chat feed up so I could see if anyone says anything. Yeah, so we were talking about change, and I was just getting really excited and passionate and sharing these ideas that I'd had with my husband. These ideas that came to me while I was studying yoga at an ashram this past January. I took some time to go and complete my 500-hour teacher training and some time just for myself. And, a lot of these things that we write down, maybe in our journals or whatever, are so valuable and something that other people could totally benefit from. But how do you share that with people? You can share via a blog, or you can share via Facebook or Twitter, but with so much going on all the time in social media, a lot of the times maybe the really valuable stuff that you share that you would like to have out there forever just kind of gets lost in the chaos. So the cool thing about broadcasting live via Google Hangout and YouTube is that your content is saved, and then for forever in the future, you can go back and access the information. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock, and we are broadcasting live here on Stoked Yogi TV. My name is Amelia Travis. My friends and family call me Mila, and I also am known as the Stoked Yogi. So for those of you who don't know what stoke is enthusiasm, excitement, like a positive frame of mind. It's especially like a common word in surf culture. So if you're going to go surfing and the waves are good, or sometimes even if the waves aren't good, you're just stoked. It means you're like pumped, you're excited, you're happy. And yogi is a person who does yoga. So I am the Stoked Yogi. There are many other Stoked Yogis out there in the world. And yeah, the aim of this channel is to connect with all of you. So if you are a yogi, you may not even know you're a yogi. If you're practicing yoga, it means you're practicing this balance in your life, this union of your mind and body and breath. Whether or not you practice the physical poses, the stuff that you think of as yoga, like with Lululemon pants, spandex in a gym and all of that, you don't have to necessarily do all that to be a yogi. Yeah, so today is my first live broadcast, and the reason that I decided to do this was that I wanted to get more accountable with vlogging. And for those of you, probably everybody watching knows, but a vlog is a video blog. So when I first had the concept for Stoked Yogi, which was quite a few years ago, like 4 years ago, I really wanted to have an active blog. And that is happening. I do have an active blog. You can go to stokedyogi.com and click on blog. But I think that anytime we're using the written word, even if it's Twitter, or maybe especially if it's Twitter, there's a certain amount of censorship that goes into what you're saying, rather than just letting it be totally organic and just coming out of you, as your own truth. So one cool thing about video blogging is, especially if you're doing it like I'm doing it right now, which is live, you're just going for it. You just go for it and you say whatever's on your mind. And if it's embarrassing or it feels stupid or awkward, whatever, it's already out there, too late, can't take it back. So as crazy as it sounds, that's my goal. I really want to be transparent with you guys and want to invite you into my life and create a community where we can get to know each other. Hopefully, I can be invited into your life. And part of the reason that I'm doing this right now being March 25th, of 2015 is because this year is a big year of change for myself and my husband. He has been in the military for the last 12 years, and he is getting medically retired this year, which means that that's kind of better, we are going to be changing our lifestyle again pretty soon in a big way. So we've been living on this boat in San Diego for about 3 years, and in a few months, when he gets out, after we go through our summer season of teaching stand-up paddle and yoga and surfing here in the States, we plan to leave and travel the world. So we are going to be taking off and heading first to Hawaii, and then New Zealand, Australia, Indonesia, and then who knows? Who knows? We don't want to plan too far ahead. But one of the reasons that I really wanted to build this YouTube community is YouTube is so global. So wherever you are, wherever you're watching, we might be coming to your country, city, state, whatever it is soon, and we just want to be connected with you so that you can show us all of the most beautiful places to surf and to practice yoga, places to eat, who to connect with, really just to help make the world smaller. So if you're just tuning in, my name is Amelia. I am the Stoked Yogi, and this is my first live YouTube broadcast and Google Hangout. And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background on me today, who I am, and why you might be interested in following or subscribing to my channel or checking out what we're doing. So I'm a yoga teacher. I teach yoga and stand-up paddleboarding in San Diego and globally. My primary focus is education. So I love teaching teachers. I have a teaching certification program for stand-up paddleboarding and stand-up paddleboard yoga. And Stoked Yogi is my business, but more importantly, it's who I am. It's my lifestyle. A few years ago, I broke my back in a surfing accident, and it happened when I was in one of those transition phases of life where I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the rest of my life. I had been off and on in community college for like 10 years, from the age of 17 to 27, and I had just been accepted to San Diego State to finish a bachelor's degree in journalism, which I was really excited about doing, but also a little bit conflicted about doing because I'd been trying to go to college for like 10 years and kept changing my major, kept changing my mind about what I wanted to do. And, I was starting to feel like, man, I'm going to spend all this money and all this time getting a degree, and do I really need it? So I broke my back surfing, which was actually a really awesome twist of fate. It doesn't sound awesome. It sounds pretty shitty. It did hurt, and it was not cool being bedridden for 2 months, but that period of time really helped me realize that all I want to do in life is move. So all I want to do is surf and practice yoga and connect with people in this really authentic way, which happens through these classes of yoga on water or teacher trainings, retreats, workshops, all the things that I like to do. And it also happens through painting and writing, which are two other things that I'm really passionate about. I'm very passionate about art and about communication through the written word. So when I broke my back, I had this realization that this was really my passion, was to move. And I decided to give myself 3 years to just pursue my passion. So to do nothing but, and that's, a huge luxury. I was able to do that because thankfully I had a partner who was had full-time employment and who was supportive of me, pursuing yoga as a career, which is really, really amazing. And obviously not everyone has that same situation. But that was the way that it worked out for me. So I decided to start doing that, and that was in 2012. So that was 3 years ago. And today I do have a really successful and thriving business doing what I love, specifically teaching SUP yoga. Teaching, for those of you who don't know, SUP is stand-up paddle. So it's like I have a hair on me. It's like a really large surfboard that's generally used on flat water, but you can also surf them. You can also use them in rivers. So I teach that, and I teach surfing, and I do life coaching and business coaching. And basically my whole goal in life is to help other people realize their dreams, and then to help them realize that they can live their dreams. They just have to decide to do it. And there's a process of figuring that out. And a lot of times, that process is sped up when you have like these huge changes or transformative life events, or you break your back. But Stoked Yogi is all about living with a really huge zest for life, with that passion, that enthusiasm, and and without fear, without being afraid, because life is really short. A few years before I broke my back, my father died. Last year, my husband's father died, and those deaths in our family, and if you've ever experienced the loss of a loved one or a friend, anybody really, that it just makes you realize how precious and how short life really is, and that there's no time like the present to figure out what are your dreams, what are you really passionate about, and then do it. So that's what Stoked Yogi is all about. Why are we on YouTube? We're on YouTube because this is how we connect. This is, in 2015, this is how people connect with each other, is over the internet, through social media. And it's an incredible thing. Like, this allows me to connect with you guys wherever you are. And through Instagram and through Twitter and all of these social medias, it just makes our world smaller. And that's really the goal of this channel. So what is the daily dose of Stoke? Well, basically, in order for me to get some accountability and really be here and be present, checking in with you guys, I figured that it would be like a great way to start my day is to sit down with my cup of coffee. Look at my adorable cup. It's got mermaids on it. I love mermaids. For those of you who don't know, I am pretty sure I am a mermaid. I think I'm this one. My hair's not really quite that orange, but I just kind of really like her because she's just a babe, she's a babe. So anyway, sit here with my cup of coffee or tea and just chat with you guys. So some days might be like super deep, and some days might be like, what am I gonna wear today? But and nobody probably cares what I'm gonna wear today. For those of you that do care, today I'm gonna wear this adorable, actually I'm not gonna wear this because I have a meeting, like a pretty important meeting in a little bit, so I'm gonna put on something more professional that doesn't show so much side boob, because that's not, side boob is not professional. You can tweet that. That's gonna be your lesson for the day. Side boob is not professional. But anyway, right now I'm wearing this lovely shirt, start your day with namaste, and then I'm wearing these dope ass comfy pants. They're like harem pants, and they've got like elastic on the bottom, and then they've got this cool pocket on the side where I can put stuff. Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. So I want to know who you guys are. So if you watch this, leave me a comment. Tell me who you are, where you're from, how you found Stoked Yogi, and what you're into. Like, what makes you feel connected to this channel and to what we're doing. Whether it's the yoga, surfing, stand-up paddle, travel, spirituality, healthy food. You guys are my community, and I want to know you. And I want us to learn and grow from each other. So if you have an awesome channel, if you're sharing healthy food, or healthy food I like really super need help with, because I like to eat a lot. And I don't put any labels on my diet, but I do prefer a plant-based diet. It makes me feel better, and I think it's better for the environment. But I'm always looking for, especially like gluten-free, vegan, raw, even just awesome vegetarian. I'm not gonna lie, like cheese is like an opiate. Like sometimes I want to eat cheese. Doesn't make me feel good, but I like it. So yeah, if you have an awesome channel, please share it with me. I am super down to check it out. want to know what you guys are up to. And yeah, I think the daily dose of Stoke is going to be like 15 minutes or less, because that's kind of a long time. So I'm going to sign off now. I really just wanted to meet you guys and check in. Thanks for being here with me. If you have any questions for tomorrow's daily dose of Stoke, go ahead and just leave a comment or find me on Instagram at stoked_yogi. Let me see if there's a way to there's got to be a way to do cool stuff on here. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So I can add my website link, which looks like this. Okay, maybe not. It says it's going to show it to you guys. Show item. Here we go. And I'm totally learning. So if anyone wants to help tutor me on this, I have one amazing tutor. If you're not already following Life by Jazz, go check out her channel. She's the dopest. And she's like totally my YouTube guru. But in fact, I was inspired by her to do this Google Hangout because she did one the other day and invited me on, and it was the coolest. Yeah, so anyway, connect with me on Instagram at stoked_yogi, or on Twitter at Stoked Yogi, or stokedyogi.com, or on Facebook, Stoked Yogi. You guys are getting the vibe here. And check back in. So some days we'll do yoga, some days we'll make food, some days we'll just sit here and drink coffee and talk about life. If you want to drink tea, that's okay too. Sometimes I drink tea at night. I love peppermint tea. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Mwah. Stay stoked. Have an awesome day. Be positive. Remember that side boob is not professional. And yeah, today I just really want to encourage you guys to think about what are your dreams, because that's what Stoked Yogi is all about. It's about helping people figure out what their dreams are and then telling you you can live them. So yeah, so tomorrow maybe we'll talk about how did I figure out what my dreams are and how did I start living them. So peace out, you guys. See you next time. Now I have to figure out how to stop the broadcast.